Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from the City Beautiful. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll come. Lost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. First and 10, it's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. So a couple failed attempts here for the ground game, assuming you pass here on 3rd.
Doesn't look like you're getting anywhere running the ball at all, so I would agree with you on that one. You got to think about going to the air to try and pick up the yardage you need. Anything in particular you look for on 3rd and long? I don't think you go play action here. Just go back in the pocket, get out of your hands pretty quickly, and let your receivers do the work.
Now Ryan on first down. Forced out to his left. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 14 there. And that'll be good enough for the first. They go play action here on first down. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. 26 yards on the... And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Ryan. Caught by Nelson left side. 13 yards down to the 13.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
They'll run with Peterson. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Again, Peterson. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. Called a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. In on the tackle there, Ray Nitschke. And his heyday, it was before my day, it was before your day, but he was something else.
Look, I can still see that 6'6" on his jersey.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Vance McDonald there to make the grab. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. The play clock's running down. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And left side here, it's Graham. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Ends up a nice 2nd down for them.
That goes for a gain of 31. A great job. Pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Devin McCourty brings him down. And he had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. To throw is Carr, and this is going to be incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and it's 4th down.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. fourth down. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. And on fourth and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Carr now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. That is caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Their dangerous wide receiver from 21 yards away. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Shift together here from the D-line. Peterson alone in the backfield. Here's Ryan to throw. This is caught by Antonio Brown. A good pickup there of 20 yards. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Here's Ryan. Caught by Nelson left side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Throwing again, Ryan. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And we've arrived at the 2-minute warning here in half number 1. They go play action here on first down. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sam Shields. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And with a play clock running out, Doug Peterson decides to take a timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offense has it 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. They come out here in the eye. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down, here's Carr. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
And Fitz, the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Larry Fitzgerald as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And they're going to have very poor field position as he's out of bounds at his 7-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Peterson alone in the backfield. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Backing up. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jerry Rice, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about the coverage? Able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down. Third down, it's Adrian Peterson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter. I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They start the second half here with Williams. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise. And now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. On second down, Williams. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
On the ground, this is Williams. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They come out here in the eye. Now it's Ryan. He completes it to Nelson. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On second down, here's Ryan. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Adrian Peterson, a 13-yard touchdown run. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Now the Packers get set to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave... From great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Time running out here on the play clock. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Play clock winding down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Williams loses the football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Adrian Peterson with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Carr going to throw, and that is incomplete. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. The play clock's running down. Here's Carr to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Not only was that a 3-and-out, it was their third straight incompletion on this drive, and they didn't even think about trying to run the football. Now they have to give it up.
He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Now this offense ready to take over again. They try to fire up the run game with Adrian Peterson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it'll give them the first down. On first down, Ryan looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. Shotgun now for Carr. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
On third and long, it's Carr. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Welcome back live to Orlando as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. Now Ryan on second down. Steps away to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Carr now on first down. Being chased out left. And he checks this one down to Williams. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
They come out here in the eye. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And Carr's good. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Derek Carr taking it in. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it, because nowadays you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
Peterson alone in the backfield. He's going to get the football. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They run again with Peterson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Here's Ryan. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing now is Ryan. Over the middle here to Brown. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. And that one will ensure that it'll take a touchdown and the 2-point conversion to tie this thing. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. And oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now back out comes the offense. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And they will take a knee here. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Yeah, they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend. So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com/Madden. With that, we say so long, everybody. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Time running out here on the play clock. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. From the gun, it's Carr. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of Central Casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
The speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Jarrell Freeman in on the stop. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain. Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful.
Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. Peterson alone in the backfield. After the interception, here's Ryan. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right? Your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball. this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They run. Peterson fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They give it to Peterson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2, now third down. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. On third down, Ryan throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And Detroit getting set to go now. Play clock winding down. Trying to shake off the intercept. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
And it's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, don't worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. And McCaffrey, 35 yards. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And here now the offense heading back out there. Last time out they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Handoff comes to Peterson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Well, they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
And he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it, and now 4th down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th down. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
All right, say it with me now. There are a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty.
Yep.
Wiley. Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names.
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
We become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division every year is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. Going to try and throw on 3rd down. Rolling to his right. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left to the upright. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing him a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
Here's Peterson, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And with that, it's 2-minute warning time here, the NFL on EA Sports. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. On second down, Ryan. He's going to wind up and air it out. Tries for Rice, intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
It's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Second down now after the incompletion.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Here's Carr, dancing to his left. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage looked defensively. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Carr. And he's got Fitzgerald. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. They'll get 16 yards there. And it's good enough for a Detroit first down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Carr throwing on second down. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jimmy Graham from 21 yards away. And the Lions add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They slot Gronkowski outright. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. And quickly, they get to the line. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. It's a pickup of 17 there. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. And Detroit getting set to go now. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Looking middle, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Red zone opportunity. In motion is the tight end, Graham. Carr now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 34. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So a good kick that time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss.
And fortunately for him, he got the chance to do that not long after missing the first time. Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you till the next time you take the field.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. but typically halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And now they're in the hurry-up. An encroachment penalty here, maybe just a mental lapse, partner.
Sometimes you have to just watch the football. Make sure it's snapped before you're jumping.
So a first down and 5 for the offense. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get through you, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Carr to throw on second down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now this offense ready to take over again. After the interception, here's Ryan. This is caught by Antonio Brown. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the legend, Ray Nitschke. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. The play clock's running down. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Now Carr throwing on second down. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. Touchdown, Detroit. Larry Fitzgerald, 45 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6. And the lead is now 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Here's Ryan to throw. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Here we go on fourth down with Ryan. He's going to launch this thing. Wait. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on third down plays, but when you go for it on fourth down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
Fresh set of downs here. On first and 10, it's Ryan. On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Welcome back live to Orlando. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So here we go, first and 10 now. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Second down now after the pass completion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Ryan will throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play. Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to...
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there and drop him behind the line. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. Flushed out right. That's caught at the 2. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin 4th quarter, you're going. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
On did the kicking team get it? Yes. The onside kick works like a charm. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are 2 very tough things to do.
Takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. They slot Gronkowski outright. On 1st down, Ryan. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
On 3rd down, Ryan. He's got time in the pocket. It's caught. Nelson. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Ryan finding time. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Whoa.
To throw again is Ryan. That's caught at the 2. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Antonio Brown from 4 yards out. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Ricky Williams, 43 yards.
Daddy, please. Daddy, please.
Maybe the defense
Yay.
caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? And off he goes.
Wow.
You know, if you talk about that, then I have to talk.
Push it.
And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands.
Yeah, see you, man.
Fourth
Oh,
quarter, it
sorry.
felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they're going to speed things up here.
Get him out.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down.
Good job,
This will be
Smoothie.
caught at about the 5.
Yeah.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Mommy,
Throw, good catch, but
I do you, daddy,
drag,
daddy.
run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than
Yeah.
zone, or
Better against man, because now you're running
Yeah.
away from someone and you're not running
Papa.
into a defensive player in another zone.
Papa, Mimi, I do gay.
5-yard touchdown.
Mimi,
And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team,
Daddy.
but I think it counts more for the fantasy
Yeah.
guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just
Apple,
something maybe positive to
Daddy.
look at on film, but
Mommy,
this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Papa, I do look at me.
Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick.
Yeah.
And this is going to
Good
be
job,
recovered by the
Moon.
hands team. And that should
Yay.
just
Good
about
job.
put a capper
I saw
on
you.
this one. And
I
that's
do
why you have your
good.
hands
You did
team
good.
out
You
there
got
on
the
field.
ball.
Those are the best guys
Yeah.
ready to make that play.
All right,
And
keep
let's
moving.
face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an outside kick situation.
You're all
Go,
about the
Moon.
numbers, aren't
All
you?
about the numbers,
Go,
baby.
Moon.
It's a new game now.
They don't
Yay.
lie. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive
I
side of
do,
the ball. It's just
daddy.
their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looks like the defense in press
Daddy.
coverage here.
You
Please,
gotta push X.
They
Go,
run it
Moon.
again with Williams.
daddy,
Moon.
please.
Get him down right
Where you
at
want,
the
man?
line of scrimmage.
No.
And there will be a break in
This?
the action here.
Yeah.
We're going to take a timeout. That'll leave them
No.
with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Daddy.
You want me to have it? All right. We both can. I hope you earn the ball, man.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he should be able to pin him back
Mommy.
deep here with his first punt.
Daddy,
Push
Dave.
X. Push X. Push X.
And here's Here's a very
Okay.
low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And a fair catch signaled for and
Oh.
taken at about the 18-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the offense will come back onto the field for the first and 10.
Daddy, a pet. Daddy, pet. Door,
Pep,
pet, yeah.
Peppa Pig and George.
Yeah.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On first and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Second and 10, it's Ryan again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. Ed McCaffrey, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw, it's Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but yeah, you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
it.